everyone, welcome to CANrace. I'm your host Bryce Turner. Coming up, Q&A and behind the scenes. Also a look at this weekend's schedule, but first a look at the standings. Following his runner-up finish at Sunset, Jason Hathaway has taken sole possession of the points lead. Rookie Gary Klutt is not far behind, 4 points back in second. Scott Steckly, DJ Kennington, and JF Dumoulin round out the top 5. The Echo Unlimited 100 from Circuit ICAR will take place on Sunday. The race will begin at about 2:45 p.m. Qualifying is set for tomorrow at 3:25. NTSN will air the race on Saturday, July 11th at 1 p.m., all times Eastern. It's time now for a news update. Jason Hathaway will compete in the upcoming Western Swing. At the start of the season, Hathaway was planning on running a limited schedule. Now the team will compete out west in the NCATS races at Edmonton and Auto Clearing. Jason says that if there is sponsorship, the team will keep racing, which would keep his championship hopes alive. In other news, speaking of the Western Swing, as we turn the calendar to the month of July, the NCATS schedule will be heating up. There are 5 races coming up in the next month. Sunday's event at Circuit ICAR will be followed by the Western Swing, Edmonton on July 11th, and Auto Clearing on July 15th. Then there's St. Eustache on July 25th and Trois-Rivières on August 2nd. For the full NCATS schedule, visit NASCAR.ca. Stay tuned. Coming up next, it's CANrace Q&A. Also, a new segment, CANrace Behind the Scenes, where you'll get to know some of the NCATS officials. As with Q&A, there will be a new installment of Behind the Scenes on each pre-race for the remainder of the season. Those feature segments are coming up next on CANrace. NASCAR 5 provides the latest news. It's time now for a news update. Schedules. The Xfinity Series is up first this weekend. Standings. Kevin Harvick continues to lead in the standings. And more, all within 5 minutes. Covering the Sprint Cup, Xfinity, and Camping World Truck Series. Every week, all season long. It's NASCAR 5 on my YouTube channel. What got you interested in auto racing?
My grandpa raced cars back in the 50s and 60s, and family was kind of involved in it, so just all the way through growing up we were into cars and go-karts and motorcycles and dirt bikes, and just, yeah, I started karts when I was 6, and here we are today, 40 years later.
My dad and my brother, actually, we both been raised in motorsport. My dad is a gym teacher and very, very talented mechanic. So we've been working in his garage, and we were probably 6-8 years old, and then been around cars forever. And then I played a lot of football, rugby, soccer, but racing was my first sport. So that's it. We started that way. We were a mechanic at the Jim Russell School at Mont Tremblant in '95, '94, and we worked our way up that way. So it's been a long journey, but a lot of fun for sure.
Actually, I had a family member that used to race. He was a lot older than me, and I kind of took a liking to it when he was doing it, and thought maybe I should give it a try. So I bought my first go-kart with my dad, and here we are 26 years later. We're still doing it, so it's been a lot of fun.
Well, my dad actually took me to a Barrie Grand Prix race, a go-kart race through the streets in Barrie. I thought that was pretty neat, and he did a little bit of vintage racing in his 30s, and so I started go-karting, and from there kept going.
I was interested in cars, and me and some friends built a street stock car, and we took it to the track and started racing, and from there just kept on racing.
My name is Amy Wong. I'm a part-time official with the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series. Well, what my duties are is during practices, I look at all the decals on the cars, making sure they're nice and square. If they're all in line, and then I also look for certain parts of the car belongs to me, which is like the number on the rear headlight and the number on the front of the headlight, and then also numbers on the door and the number on the hood. I had to make sure everything is all in place. And if they're a rookie, then I make sure they have a rookie strip in the back of the bumper so that the drivers know that there is a rookie in the field with them driving as well.
What is your favorite part of your job?
People. I love meeting new people, talking to people. This is here's our family, because we're only together from May until September. And we all share jobs together, we all work together. Couldn't ask for a better family.
What is the toughest part of your job?
Standing for 15 plus hours a day. It's really hard on the feet, hard on the back, but I love the sport. I've been doing it for a long, long time, so I can't complain.
Thanks for watching the Circuit ICAR pre-coverage. Check back on Sunday for post-race. And as always, follow on Twitter at NASCAR5. You can also use hashtag CANrace.